Got a new article from The Hill. Texas Lieutenant Governor says it's clear Democratic deep state is run by Obama, unquote, taking Joe Biden down. This is a conspiracy. I'm going to read this article to you and you guys can figure it out for me. I know a lot of us have been talking about what is Michelle Obama's path to replace Joe Biden. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. Step on in. Let's get to this article. Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, Republican, pushed a conspiracy theory Friday, that's yesterday, that a Democratic deep state run by former President Obama is seeking to prevent President Biden from being the Democrat presidential nominee this fall. Now, this isn't the first time I've heard of this conspiracy, guys. It goes way back that the Biden form of Democrats are very different than the Obama form. So the Obama form are all the radical leftist, hard left apparatchiks, deep dark state. And the Biden form are kind of the old boss hog, Southern style Democrat, maybe even more aligned with the Clintons. But the deep dark state is Obama. When he won in 2008, he took the nomination. He beat Hillary Clinton. He was against that old guard boss hog Republican Party. So he gets inserted right in the middle of Hillary and Biden. And now he could come back and demolish Biden and put his wife in office, have her run instead of Biden. And there's a lot of people now for it. The problem is we don't have any indication from Michelle. She doesn't like politics. I've said for over a year, many times, that Joe Biden would not be on the ticket and Michelle Obama would be the likely nominee. Patrick posted on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, quote, "It's clear that the Democrat deep state run by Barack Obama knew they had to take him down to give them a chance in November," unquote. Obama might be that political. His wife may not. And I think he might even be able to go to Michelle and make a deal and go, "Look, Michelle, you're just the face. I'll be deciding everything from the back. I'll have you'll have the earpiece in your ear. I'll have a little microphone. I'll be the puppet master and running the country. And you just be, you give a few speeches, shake a few hands." Patrick alluded to the controversy Thursday when a special counsel who had previously been appointed to a position by former President Trump issued a report that said no criminal charges would be brought against Joe Biden for his handling of classified documents outside of a secure setting. That's when they said that he was incompetent. It says that he couldn't be guilty of stealing because he's not coherent. He's unconscious. The report made numerous negative references to Biden's age and memory, which were seized upon by Republicans. Biden then fiercely rebuked the report and took questions by a Thursday night news conference where he at one point confused Egypt's president as the president of Mexico. Some Democrats have acknowledged problems with the presser. This was a big fiasco this week where the wheels came off the wagon for the Biden campaign. Was it a conspiracy that this guy called out Biden's inability, that he had a poor memory? Was that a conspiracy run by Barack Obama? That's what this article on The Hill, which is a credible paper, suggests. While many Democrats have pointed fingers at the special counsel and suggested the report included cheap political shots, Patrick saw a broad conspiracy involving the deep state and the Obama family. He argued the report itself was a setup. Now, that I had not thought of, that the report itself that came out against Biden could have been run by Obama. Remember, this is the other weird thing. Okay, this is a report done by a guy named Herr. I'm just going to give you a few quick details on this. This report was supposed to be secret. That medical information about Biden, where they said that his memory is poor and he's a kind of a doddering old man, that's supposed to be kept private. There's one person that decides if it gets redacted and stays private or if it goes public. And it's not Herr who conducted the interview with Biden. It's Merrick Garland, head of Department of Justice, Biden's pick. But Merrick Garland, there's a number of reasons why he could have let this thing go. He could have said, "Look, I've got too much heat on me right now. If I redact this whole thing and make it secret, there's going to be Freedom of Information Acts to try and get this thing released to the public. And so it looks too bad to cover the whole thing up. So he just goes, fine, I'll release it to the public. Or he could have been working with the Obamas and they go, look, you got to push this information out to the public that Biden is officially unconscious. Garland could have conspired and said, release it to the public. Quote, they set him up in the report, calling him a sympathetic, well-meaning elderly man with poor memory, unquote. He wrote, quote, they could have protected him by putting him in the Oval Office to read a statement with no press questions. Instead, they sent him out and fed him to the press, where he was a total embarrassment. He doesn't have a memory, and Kamala doesn't have a brain. Now they have a real problem, unquote. Theories that former First Lady Michelle Obama could be a sleeper Democrat presidential candidate have been filled the airways for years. She's one of the most famous and well-liked political figures in the country, but has indicated less than no interest in running for office. Karl Rove, who's been wrong about everything, the former strategist for President George W. Bush, just this week described the idea that Michelle Obama could run as a Democratic candidate for president as pure lunacy. Remember, he's only been wrong about everything. So him calling it pure lunacy is almost credit that it could be true. Though he did suggest it was possible Biden could bow out because of concerns of his age, Rove's remarks came before the release of the special counsel Hur's report. So that's the speculation. This Patrick, Lieutenant Governor of Texas, believes the Obamas are pulling the strings, throwing Biden under the bus. Now, I do believe the Democrat Party is throwing Biden under the bus. That doesn't have to be a conspiracy. But what do you guys think? Is it going to be Michelle they fly in, or is it not going to be Gavin Newsom? Give me your vote in the comments below. Michelle Obama or Gavin Newsom? I'm Doug in Exile.